since that donga. Oi, 2009, dong, this under Bruce. Yeah? Come here, so. Portia Simpson. It's a Portia Simpson time, see there? Portia Simpson time. Look at this administration. 2021, 4.6. 2022, 5.2. And we get a dip here, so 2.2. So, the argument that PMP has done better for the economy than the Jamaica Labour Party is ludicrous. That's how we start, sister. It's at 72. Look over there. Look where we're at 72. 18% growth. This is the baby can figure this out.
Okay,
Could I come in?
Politics.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, Paul. Let's make a talk. This is something about the cabbage in Coronation Market. I'm in sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
I realize sometimes cabbage in Coronation Market, them cheaper because those persons from town when they come down, then sell it there. So I'm gonna pay that for cabbage. It might not be 200, but we not think I know how to fit like cash sometimes. Some person in go to Coronation Market and get it cheaper, but not in the country. Maybe it's so cheap.
You're in St. Elizabeth?
Yeah. We're not so cheap.
So you don't have the junction way?
Eh?
You don't have the junction way when they sell the melon and it's the cheap too?
Oats.
No.
More
Okay.
before anybody come, me can check with chart the vehicle to push out. Me can say something about it, please. If anybody
Before you say Paul wanted to say something, it's your turn, right?
Yeah, I've been around for a while. I wonder what you said something.
Yeah, man, so Paul wanted to say something and there's Minister of Diversity. It's your turn, you.
So my time?
Yes, Paul.
All right. I will start off by saying this. In addition to what Vegas said, that no PMP can't tell no JLP or can't tell no part of Jamaica that they know anything about managing Jamaica economy. They may have no record to prove that. Absolutely none. Starting from 1972 onward, their record has been dismal to the absolute level. Dismal. So any idea, if PMP-minded people want to come forward and talk about Jamaica development and Jamaica economy has been improved under the PMP. Them living in a different Jamaica. It's not the Jamaica in the Caribbean. Guarantee them that. Understand? Because the record as Vegas has pointed out. That the
so
record,
like you repeat the Vegas and me can come in other PMP.
No man. You can't learn, man. You can't learn because you too, man.
No, because you repeat the Vegas, you repeat everything of Vegas say. I mean, I see sense the lady want to learn. The lady says she want to learn.
Could you not shut up your moment, sir?
All right, guys.
In addition to that. Hello? You have to say an host?
Yeah, man, I'm saying it's something different. They're saying or the same thing. What they're saying? The same thing?
No, that was in addition to what Vegas saying. But separate and apart from that, Mr. Colin, whatever I want to name, seems to believe that we are fools and we not understand when we say good government at performance. We don't understand that. But we have news to them to let them know that we see the performance of Andrew Holness and his ministers, right, his government generally speaking, and we understand where they are taking Jamaica to. It's very clear to all of us to see. We see the path, we see the structure, we see the programs, and we are buying into it because we recognize that it is a part that we must take. See, and it's a part that we cannot deviate from. And therefore, we are not going to allow anybody to come and deviate and mash up the growth trajectory and match up the developmental trajectory and the pretense say a film time. We're not going to have no time to come play around this. All right?
Thank you, Sexy Dog. Thank you. Here in Nepal, you're finished?
Yeah, man. Okay,
you before you see Minister came and wanted to say something before you. Minister, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I'm here for a while. And I'm listening. and I'm listening, but I want to say, what the guy named Vegas, Politics and Religion, big up yourself. You shot some very valid point that I'm while you're talking, I'm doing my research, but you're shutting some valid point. But based on minimum wage, I always say to people that minimum wage is used as a guide to guide employees when they employ people to work. And the other day I was listening to a particular person on a platform talking about minimum wage and the spending of minimum. Undecided voter, I would never vote for the People's National Party because based on what the People's National Party is putting across to the country, no, I want to tell.
You know, I guess the young lady says she want to know what the JLP do, why I must vote for the JLP. I mean, make me hate fear want to not put out, you know, because when we come my PMP, I talk about them, I just in the garbage and talk, you know. Stop, she know about PMP already. She here when I criticize the PMP. Tell her I want to go to the JLP.
All right, you.
Tell her that.
Let him talk. You get a chance after.
JLP has bringing multiple programs. One, there's a hope program that the JLP has bringing, which a lot of young people has gained a lot from. I can talk about the hope program. The other, and I'm looking at the old solution that the JLP party has come in with. If you look at the houses that these
which one? You mean the social housing? Social housing?
If you look at the houses that these people are getting, comparing to the ones that the PMP used to give away, it is a total difference. Look at credibility. No, people can hold the Jamaica Labour Party responsible for all the things that they said that they're going to do, which they are doing it. No, listen.
One second, Minister. Guys, can you top up the live, please? Oh, tell them to top up the live because it has slowed it down here. Let them top up the live.
Okay, top up the live, guys. I get some tops, guys. Thank you.
Infrastructures that is built underneath the Jamaica Labour Party. I hear people comment about, all these things was in the pipeline of the PMP. We are not talking about things that in pipeline. We are talking about things that we are doing just now. I see the Prime Minister out in Alpha Tree giving out booklets and about the achievement. And what I see the PMP do, run go down to the white car glass. Nobody don't want to learn the white car glass. We don't want that. We don't want to learn the white car glass. We want to get the achievement. No, the PMP is not being a sharp rebuttal to the JLP party. No, the PMP are not opposing. You're just there. The PMP is just there. Listen, if you say that you are being a rebuttal to the JLP party, no, you don't come out with white car glass. You go to the booklet and let the country know the plans that you have. Now the manifesto that the PMP is walking around and say that they have. Listen to me, man. The manifesto is rubbish. Total rubbish. Total rubbish.
But can I know?
And they don't come here and tell people stupidness and nonsense. I support it.
Gentle people make the man talk, no man. What wrong with the man? Make him man talk. People will interrupt only when they not talk, man. You just make him man talk, no man.
Thank you, Vegas. Yeah. And I can say no. I didn't want to go this way, but I want to say every significant milestone in a Jamaica history when it comes to human development created under the People's National Party. I'm going to start from 1944 when universal adult suffrage. Before the PMP was created in 1938, only landowner could have voted. The People's National Party make it so that people 21 years can vote. Everybody in Jamaica at 21 years old can vote. 1944, universal adult suffrage. 1959, the People's National Party allow every single Jamaican, black, white, rich or poor, to take exam and get a scholarship to go to any traditional high school they want to go. Be it the KC, the George, the Campion, a helper, a domestic worker, a gardener, anybody can pass exam to go there. That happened to the People's National Party. In the 70s, the People's National Party abolished the Bastard Act. The People's National Party allow women to get equal pay for equal work. A lot of first world countries reach us yet. The People's National Party allow women maternity leave with pay, and no first world country reach this yet. The People's National Party bringing a land lease program that Jamaicans can lease, can own a piece of the rock. The People's National Party create that. The People's National Party create free education. The People's National Party moved the voting age from 21 again to 18. The People's National Party moved high school leaving age from 15 to 17, 18. These are things that the People's National Party will develop the people of Jamaica. And every single thing we are growing the country today was created and put in place by the People's National Party. The modernization of the economy was created by the People's National Party in the 90s. The phone away the pandemic now. Remember, I know, go Google it and search it. At 2035, cable and wireless have the monopoly for the Caribbean. The People's National Party allow the one entire Caribbean to have more than one phone company, apart from cable and wireless.
You know, we can never call it worse.
So I am saying to you, every significant development of this country was created for the human being, the black brothers and the masses, was created by the People's National Party. NH, let me tell you what benefit the country. The country grow under you now. Where country live off now? NHT, NHF, Drugs to the Elderly Program, PAD Program. All these things the government are growing now. The GCT, General Consumption Tax, that the government collect $696 billion. We're out half of the budget collected from GCT. That was created under the government. Intake Fund, Chase Fund. All of these things were created by the People's National Party, and this the government are benefit of. So me done with that now. So all them talk about the JLP can't compare to the people at all. Me go up, you remember rest so, and when I come back again, host, I tell you why I must move with PMP. So more somebody can talk.
Yeah, rest, man, rest.
More somebody can talk.
All right, good evening.
Anybody?
Wait now. You see the manifesto one of course, we will not have one for with the.
When we come back,
You know, say you rest. Say you rest. So you rest. Stop in eyes if you rest.
Yeah, man, calm the minister, Him
Good
not-
evening.
Let's chill.
Yeah, me not run say no. Yeah, Vegas, you see, if Vegas are
CD,
me not
you
deal
Richard,
with
no,
dogs,
you
so.
Richard. We
Alright,
not
guys,
need
who's next?
Anybody want to challenge what he's saying? If not, I want to challenge.
Yes, sir. I want to challenge. I want to challenge.
Wait, Minister of
Because
Employment.
say that the Jamaica Labour Party have never done anything. So, number one, straight
I did not say that. Don't tell me.
Number
I did not
two.
say that.
Alright, guys.
Refurbishing and buildings of the police station island-wide and doing other enhancement. Crime reduction. We're going to touch the social development and economic growth. We have the social support program. We have the social pension. We have the tourism workers pension scheme. We have Hope for Jamaican Trust. We have solidarity program. We have the economic growth focus. We have the digital innovative. We have environmental conversation. Listen to me, because I see now, and listen to me now, Mr. Vegas. Nothing is wrong with learning our history. Nothing is wrong with that. But if you realize that where we are now, PMP could have contact history from now until Jesus come. People have business with the history of PMP are coming come talk about now. People focusing on what is happening now with the Jamaica Labour Party and the future tense, what will be happening next when Jamaica Labour Party get the third term. That's the past tense. We now work with past tense, we're past and gone. We have no time for that. We have no time for that. So we are working with the present tense now and the future tense. That's what we're working with.
Good day, everyone. This is WWW. So let me tell you something. And this is let's level the playing field first and foremost. Both the PMP and the JLP at the inception of Jamaica's independence and even before have seen great many leaders. Our founding fathers were great men and men that include both sides of the aisle, right? And we must acknowledge that. And I want us to first and foremost do that, right? Because I think sometimes we become so politically endowed that we forget that we're Jamaican, right? And that's the important thing here. The PMP will win again, right? It might not be on September 3rd, but they will win again, right? Whether it's because of the complacency of the JLP or whatever, but the hearts of the people will turn to either side of the aisle. This is one of the big reasons why I'm against political tribalism, right? Original Goody, as he said, what's the point? No, we have to remember still, this is what's killing us. We're not mindful, right? Now, I'm a JLP, and there has been many great things that has been done under the Prime Minister, our current Prime Minister. And I see that Minister of Enjoyment listed out of many of them, right? We've seen significant economic reform, right? We've seen fiscal discipline second to none, no new taxes in 9 years, debt reduction, right? The recognition from the IMF, crime and safety, right? For the first time in Jamaica's history, we see 45% of drop in murders, gang disenfranchisement. We've seen it on scale second to none. Andrew, regardless of PNP or JLP, he has set a new standard and trend for what it means to be the Prime Minister of our great island. He has set a new trend, and I'm not speaking as a partisan person. I'm a JLP, but I'm being bipartisan for both JLP and PNP. He has set a new trend. Agriculture, we've seen farm roads improvement, irrigation, record crop yields, right? We've seen upgrade to facilities of health, enhanced training, school initiatives. It is second to none. And we must move. I heard Andrew talk. I was in Jamaica for the mass rally and halfway tree. And I heard the Prime Minister say something. He said, we are fighting for the minds of the people. This is bigger than political tribalism. This is bigger than my grandfather and my father and my mother were JLP. This is bigger than that. This is bigger than that. We must rouse our minds to a higher place, to where we can see what is the way forward for future generations. If you were born in a board house with a zinc roof, there's no reason your children should come and see the same thing. What is the way forward? And remember, Otto von Bismarck said this, politics is the art of the possible. Let's not get above ourselves now. There are certain things that Andrew will say and he will not be able to perform on. There are certain things that PNP will say and they will not be able to perform on. That's just the reality. That's just the reality. But we must look at with this 9 years. I remember there was a time where we could have never see Jamaican people coming from the diaspora and staying in a guest house. People were afraid because crime was so high. People were afraid to take a simple taxi from the airport to their neighboring environment, wherever they lived in the local area, because they would be stopped on the road and killed, robbed. And we've seen the change. We must acknowledge that change. Comrade, let me tell you something. My uncle is Bonnie Witter, who runs for West Kingston. And let me tell you, we know that's a JLP stronghold. But I'm going to make one last point before I step away. And I use this to everyone. Look at this. You have West Kingston, where Desmond McKenzie is the MP there. You will never see that one by the PNP. It would take a change of mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right? But when you look at Central Kingston, where Ronnie Thoughts, Tony Thoughts, and where Michael Manley sat, that is now a bastion held by the JLP. It's because the people are ready for progress. The people are ready for change. The people are changing their mind. And Andrew, what he's doing, listen, don't get me wrong. People gonna have their JLP, their PNP. You're gonna have your favorite. That's just natural. But the people have roused their mind to a new place today, Jamaica. It's no longer about political tribalism. We have to break from that. And we have to see what best is for our country. There will come a leader in the PNP ranks, whether it be Mark Golden or someone else, who will lead Jamaica to a next level of heights, like Michael Manley did. There will be. But right now, at this time, Andrew is doing an exceptional job. We must acknowledge it. We must acknowledge it. We must come. Listen, let me tell you something. We must come out of our partisan way of thinking. Andrew is doing an exceptional job. For the first time, you see, remember when people used to come to America and people say, oh, man, I'll go down there. People were afraid. People are returning home. You see young people, content creators who are going back home, living in Jamaica. Think about it. Think about it. Jamaica's on a map like never before, not second to no time. So let's rouse our minds before we go to the poll September 3rd. Let's be clear. Let us be concise. Let us think. Let us be prayerful. Because at the end of the day, remember, the heart of the king is in the hand of God. Let us rouse our mind. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. The philosophy, yeah, that's the philosophy. That's philosopher.
Yeah, greetings.
Hello.
WW, he said, I feel like I don't need to bother speak. That's exactly what I came up to say. That we should focus, well, we are two partisan for one thing, right? And the thing that I'd add to this, right, is that both parties have done well, both parties have done destruction, but as an independent voter, as in, I am more biased towards whoever is executing or whoever has better plans to execute, right? And when one of the things that rubs me with the PMP and specifically the current leader, because I focus more on the now than really the past too much, right? And what potentially could happen. When and I know we must hear it going around, right? And I'm not sure if everybody grasps what happens, but one of the biggest problems in Jamaica is the massive amount of debts that we would have taken on, and then we would have not leveraged the debts properly. Just like with the personal financing, if you take out a loan for buy a house and then you only build a house halfway and squander the rest of the money, you're going to have a problem because now the house is not like completed. That's similarly what happened to Jamaica. But the crazy part about the debt, right, is where the current leader for the PMP party, Mark Golding, and I think Peter Bunting is the deputy. Those two men were in charge of creating the policy that caused the super high spikes in interest rates.
You have evidence for that?
And
You have evidence for that, Mr. General?
Yes,
No, but
let me explain down the evidence.
Give him a chance.
Come on, let me explain
Man,
it.
let him talk. I want to talk about it now, trouble.
All right, let him talk.
I
Minister.
can. Yeah, man, and I go to for certain reasons based on what I do. I won't go to people.
Can I get to talk after him, please?
No, you wait. Make him talk.
Respectfully, bro. So it's simple, right? How that happened, right? The government needed brokers, right? Investment brokers, right? And what they did was to position their company, their DBNG, their Bunting and Golding company, right? I'm a benefactor of that because Scotiabank bought it out and I worked at DBNG years ago, right? So I hate it because probably if that never more, I wouldn't have a job at the time. However, when that happened, right? Those two men were the two men who, I don't know if I understand how broker relationship work, right? They parted the loans and all kind of stuff, and the biggest transfer of wealth that ever took place from poor people, meaning it happened through taxes because we get taxes for the debt that the country owes. And them two mania, in charge of it. They are the two men who created that policy. So because me know that, right? That's why if PMP had a different leader, would have probably considered, because it is so contradicting to the PMP belief and structure. Because PMP is usually people first, like poor people first, while the JLP is usually like white collar, middle income first. So to see them do that, it was a major contradiction to the entire motion and the movement of the PMP party, right? Norman Manley was a great leader. PJ Patterson, he did well, but there's a lot him could have done better. And just to focus on now, I'm just focusing on the current, who is the current leader, and I just feel like if that man, if he gets it, right, it's going to be a big problem for Jamaica because they're going to figure out how, and I know for a fact, most politicians enrich themselves, but when you enrich yourself to the detriment of the country, that is a whole different thing for me. You get me? Because no matter which contract, most contracts, one of them get some kind of kickbacks. But when you're going to put in a policy, we're going to destroy the country for years, generations, that just is too much. So for me, Andrew probably enrich himself, maybe, but at the end of the day, it's not to the detriment and that's when I look on the debt. I'm not sure if you understand what the debt to GDP ratio is, right? Where if you have a loan, right, and you make 100,000, but then you need to pay back $120,000 a month, you're going to have a problem. That's what Jamaica was, the state that Jamaica was in, and that's why I'm rate what Andrew do. Personally, I will not vote for any of the two of them because I personally believe that both parties can do a lot more than what they're doing, and they have managed to treat Jamaican people to believe the bare minimum of providing light, water, and those things are the best that they can do. But Jamaicans can, but the politicians can do a lot more. But if they do too much, they're going to give them political cards, right? So they need to keep the people on a certain level, right? Because a simple thing that they can do that they don't do is land reparation. There's 2.7 million Jamaicans who are descendants of slavery, right? They can give each of those 2.7 million Jamaicans 11 square meters of land, right? From the how much in percent, the 20% of Jamaica that they own, and they choose not to do it, right? Yes, some of these land might not be ideal for building a house or whatever, but if you own land, you can borrow a loan against the land and start a business and do different things, and it will change the wealth of your family. The politicians have the power to do that, and they don't. So don't be tricked by.
You sound very intelligent, brother. But I want to. You, Richard, may want to tap in after. But
No, I want to
just
tap in before you
No, I don't want you to finish that. I just want to ask a quick question. Do you know that most of the land in Jamaica, maybe all of the land in Jamaica, are crown land, right? You know, so we basically don't own nothing. You know that, right? You know, so we're still under the British monarchy.
But
right?
That's exactly so. Why?
No. Listen, me ask first, bro.
Politics, is him talk.
Well, this is what I'm asking first, no? This is what I'm asking, and then you can continue. I'm saying to you, do you acknowledge that we are still owned by the British state?
Yes.
And the land in Jamaica, we're not even, because when you even get a title, you're just a holder. You don't really own it. All right.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So with your level of intelligence, you have to explain to the people why Andrew can't just get up and just give every piece of land. So you have to explain that to them.
Cool.
I would implore you to do that, please.
Yeah, man, it's simple, right? First, you have to become a republic so Jamaica owns its own land, right? It's 63 years. Why none of them never do that? That may talk about where they can do more and them just not doing more. That may talk about. But at the end of the day,
it's difficult when Mark Gordon said we can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, though.
Politics, let him talk, please.
No, that's a point of correction, sister, because he's very intelligent, and I implore him
point
to
of
speak.
correction. That's a point of elaborate, bro. So I'm not disagreeing.
more correcting on what the thing when say, but make him finish.
But do you understand the process with the becoming a republic? It's not just a JLP thing where we can just become a republic. It has to be either through consensus or the both sides have to agree, right?
So you're saying, so is it that you're saying for the whole 63 years that we've been a country, we could not have accomplished this?
Because politics.
I can manage try in the 70s and them get with them.
The truth is the politicians don't truly care about doing this, right? If they really wanted to, the process is not that bureaucratic. It could. It's so.
But in our time, we are cognizant of it. Though we have seen where Mark Golden stood up and said we cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and then he caught with 1 foot in and 1 foot. He was caught with 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Finish the man, Mr. Vegas, man. Yeah, contradicting.
So we were almost there. We were almost there to becoming a republic.
Vegas,
Republic still can't help it.
Go ahead, philosophy.
Philosophy, we can just correct upon two look at things we said before, please.
Wait, you. Make him finish and then guys. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, man, I want the sentence we have left. Jeez.
Before your philosophy finish, guys, I'm gonna go. So after philosophy finish, everybody gonna say the 2 cents and the final message, and that will be it. All right, guys?
Yeah, man, so it's simple, right? The politicians in Jamaica has done a great job to feel like the bare minimum that get Jamaicans to feel like the bare minimum that we're getting is the best that they can do. Heart Initiative is great, but why couldn't they have done that for university as well? Well, if we look at these things, right? Oh, we don't have the money, we could have found the money, because investing in education is an investment. It would yield massive return on investment for the country. But they choose not to take that part because they're not trying to empower people. If we just stop for a second, put partisan aside and really look if it's the best thing that they can do and why it is only. We're not asked to just take everything or get, right? That's a big problem, right? Jamaica, could Jamaica be a republic? Absolutely. Are the politicians truly interested in doing that? I'm not sure, but we could have. Can Jamaican do land reparation? We absolutely can. Are the politicians interested in that? I don't see them doing that, right? Andrew Holness promises 70,000 houses, and I don't think he reached 10,000 good yet, right? So we have to look at, and I'm not
misinformation again, brother. Misinformation again. Over 70,000 houses that Andrew Holness promised was delivered,
When
sir.
criticize the JLP, you don't say nothing. That left McMahon fish and they want to scourge man after man come on talk after it. Low you make him man fish.
When you want to.
All right, so anyways, we're going to close, right? So essentially, I'm saying both parties can do better. You know, from the stuff we would have done already. Both parties can do better. Both parties are choosing not to do better. They convince the Jamaican people that they are doing the best that they can. And if you're to choose who to vote for now, I would recommend the JLP on that basis because they have delivered most, not all, but most of what they say that they would have delivered.
Thank you, philosopher.
You want to go too many only people about 5 people liberty vote for this one.
But a no vote for you means a vote for the PMP, though.
Yeah,
so you
man,
need to do your duty and keep the PMP out of government, bro.
All right,
No, I mean,
politics.
when we find a real party, we vote. All right.
Vote for Marcus Gal Party.
Listen, guys.
Them is a philosophy.
All right, listen, everybody, listen, please listen.
Let me last 2 minutes.
Wait. All right. So listen, guys. 1 minute, right? Because I'm going. 1 minute, everybody. The closing marks. Maybe I come back tomorrow. It depends.
Let's just start from the top, sister. Thanks for having us on the program. One point of correction to you, Richards. When you, Richards, speak about the PMP let us in the position that we are in today, please note that we have one Bustamante in the history of government in Jamaica is one government official walk with the people and stand up in front of soldier. We're ready to shoot them down and stand up and say we need better working conditions and we need better salary. Just know Bustamante was the first man to do that. Remember when we talk about education, remember you, Shira, well, I built 50 schools in Jamaica before we talk about anything about Michael Manley school. So remember them things that went on the taxi. We don't give credit to Michael Manley alone about school and everything. Remember, say you, Shira, did a build school before Michael Manley even come in the government. Remember, Bustamante don't stand up for black people when it comes down to wage and them something there. So anything we have a point to, the forefather for them thing that would be you, Shira, and Bustamante.
All right, thank you.
So big up yourself, sister. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Minister, my 2 cents and come down.
Wait, Minister, we're going across. Minister, your time.
Okay, thank you very much, madam.
You're welcome.
The process of germination is when a seed turns into a new plant. And the process of photosynthesis is when a plant make their own food. Now, we are already given the opportunity where the seed really turn into a new plant. Now, the process of photosynthesis, that is what is happening now, where the government has given everybody an opportunity to how they can create ways and means to make their own food, ways and means how they can get assistance / help to also do that. This government now is doing all of that. It's not and this is the thing that I guess some people are mishapping this thing as well. Because let me tell you something, you know. People must understand it is not really about the JLP and the PMP. It is about us, the people, you know. We as the people are why JLP and PMP can make so much talk and behave some type of way where people get people lost understanding. You know. We are the one. If we don't vote, there will be more politicians. So listen, I just implore that all my people just go out there to do the right thing on the day of the election, which we need photosynthesis. We can make our own food. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sexy doll, your time.
Okay. Our leader taught us how to fish. We not just go out there go catch fish, give us. So we don't know how to make a start. Jamaica Labour Party come like when you have a newborn in the house. You have to teach him to walk. You not just put him up and say, go and go walk. He taught us how to go out there, go finance for yourself. He not just give a hands out. I am a young mother of 4. I can proudly stand up. I remember days under PMP government. Me have to go out there and do manly work. Now I can be self-employed for myself under Jamaica government. And that is just my 2 cents.
Thank you, Sexy Girl. Common sense. Common sense. Okay.
Yeah, hi, host. Thanks for the privilege of giving me that few little second here. I did enjoy the program. And Minister, I must say, boy, I like how you put it down, bro. You're a very realistic and excellent speaker, you know. And what I like about the JLP, you see, I've been listening for a while now. They bring the facts to the table. We don't do propaganda. And like even Hugh Richard, my buddy down the bottom there, right? He mentioned about free education in 1959, I think maybe making reference to Norman Manley. Nonsense. I think they started the common entrance around about 1955. And when Norman Manley started it, it started with 1,800 places. Then this is what Norman Manley did. It started, the Minister of Education at the time was a man named Lloyd, Dr. Lloyd, right? What they did at that time when they instituted the 1,840 places, they gave 30% of the places to the elite. And then let's say the majority of the kids who were going to primary schools, they get 30% of the place. So the kids who were going to the prep school and the elite got 70% of the places, which was worked out to
How much am I
all
before?
the primary
How
school.
much add before? How much you add before?
Closing remarks, you. Closing remarks. Closing remarks. You get the point, you. Closing
They
remarks.
were only getting, for all the primary school, which represent 9% of the population, they're only getting 300 plus places. So it was never really adequate. As a matter of fact, even up until Manley came in power in 1972, high school remained a privilege, and only 1% of the kids were going to high school. That's a fact. When Manley left, I'm going to finish. He didn't even move it by 0.5%. So we just want to put that out there, you know? So this great educational vision that you, Richard, is presenting is garbage. Because Manley didn't even build any schools. He got some from Cuba. So you need to come with the facts, that's all.
All right, common sense. Thank you. Double, just your turn.
Yes, good day. Firstly, Madam Wheatley, I want to thank you for this awesome platform.
You're welcome.
Able to speak and express our passion, right?
That's what you're here for.
Regardless of either side. Firstly, I want to say to all Jamaicans,